Right. Test, test, test. Yeah, we're going, right? We're going right, right, right. Yeah, all right, here we're going. All right, kid, let's go. Let's do this thing. Yeah, all right. This is a test of a lower resolution. So I'm gonna see if slightly lower resolution than what I was doing before, and I tweaked some settings. Um, so let's see how this works out, right? Right? Because that's what I'm doing. I'm testing it. This is a test. Ugh, man, this light is terrible on me. Oh my god, it looks terrible. And the thing is, it's not that bad. It's just the way the light works. Man, come on. That's awful. What are you doing to me here, mode? That light. It's just there's no way of getting around it, man. That's it. So like, what color do I want to be? Here, let's just do that one. All right. God, that's so awful. How do I fix that? Change the light? No, I mean, like, there's no way, dude. That's the light looks terrible right there. It's just like shining on your hair in the worst spot. That's funny. All right, who cares? No one's looking at you. All right, all right. So this is a test to see like how well it will work by lowering the resolution, but upping the lowering the resolution, but increasing the processing from P5 to P6. See what it does, right? I have no idea like what the deal is, but I'll check the log later. This is what I'd be doing anyways. La la la. Hey, but still, I should be actually working on stuff because that's what I need to be doing. So my idea was, I had my brilliant ideas. Like, what if I just did like I was having so many problems here, and I'm like, what if I did it all like underneath? That would solve tons of problems. Um, so what I mean by that is put that under here. Ba 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 ba. So we eventually want this brick here to be the switch. So we want power. We want the comparator to come out of there. Let me get my comparator loaded up here. Ba 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 da ba da ba ba da ba 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 da ba. Okay. So yeah, I was talking earlier today, this morning. I meant to talk about. I didn't, and uh, it made me upset because I was thinking about talking about it for so long, and then I come to like totally forget about the whole point of what I was getting at, and it made me upset. So dropper, hopper, and what was that thing that I wanted to talk about? Last week, I was talking about how great were the the aristocracy until they got overthrown by the merchants. But let me tell you about the merchants, right? The merchants were cool, but they had a weakness. Like just like how so the aristocracy, like their forms were carried down for a long time. What am I even looking for? A dropper. There it goes. Glass. I don't need glass. I can pick it up there. Um, they were aristocracy. I need a good brick. What's a good brick that stands out? Sure, let's do glazed terracotta. Like, I don't know. I've never used this stuff. Uh, Something that will stand out. I don't know. Purple. Let's use purple. Okay. So this comparator is going to read into here. Now the problem, the issue with the comparator, and here's going to be the dropper pointed that way. Oh, this has to go lower. I mean, it doesn't have to. I can move this somewhere else, but still. It's getting dark. I am likely to be... No. Stop. All right. I can see now. Let's see. So, comparative. The comparative is going to be like right here. Reading from the dropper, which is pointing up. And that's going to shoot into there. And this is going to shoot straight down. Is that right? No. Okay, that shoots into there. Okay, I get this all mixed up. I got it all mixed up. This shoots straight up. Dropper, straight up. That shoots it that way. That one shoots it into the, into that one. And this is just a dropper going straight down. Yay! And then you put a piece of redstone or anything in there. Not that one, that one. That likes a comparator. But the thing is that the signal it puts out, because it's a comparator, so it's comparing this dropper to what's it comparing it to, right? Like, it's a comparator. What do you mean it's comparing it? What's it comparing it to? It's comparing its current state to its potential state. It's comparing the current state, its actual state, compared to its potential state. Well, what is this potential state? Potentially, it could hold 9 stacks of 64, right? If it's filled up with 9 stacks of 64, that's 100% of its capacity filled. And then if that were the case, this comparator would output a signal of 15, 100%. But because the deal has only got 1 in here, it has the lowest reading output. So yeah, the comparator is going to put out a signal, but a signal of 1. So that redstone thing is not going anywhere. It'll power a block, and maybe that's it. Once it leaves here, it has to go into a repeater. Like, I can't. It won't go anywhere else, right? Like that's not lit. Only this part's lit because it's sparking, but that part's not lit. You can't tell because of the RTX, and you can't tell because wait, here, that one's lit too. So it goes 1, 2. That's it. That's as far as it goes. It won't go here. So you have to put this into like either a repeater or a redstone torch. So if I want to go up, it's a redstone torch. Ta-da! And we want to flip this switch here. Like this, we want to power that block eventually. So, all right. That's not going to work because this one has to be the block. So let's see. How can I work this out? Let's see. I have it go off this way. Let's see. No, that didn't work. How do I do that? Look at me like a newbie. Like I don't even know how to do this. No, but that's part of it, right? That's how you learn. That's how I mean, yeah, there's got to be room to play and learn. You got to make room to fail or not even fail, just to like mess around. I mean, why do you have to have like a direction? Well, I mean, I kind of do, right? I want to make this station, so I kind of have a direction, but still, at the same time, I'm kind of just playing around, like la la la. What does this do? What does that do? So, well, I mean, I got a problem. I like it's I can fix it by just here taking that out, and then you can be glass, and then we can power you like back here. Like you don't have to be powered right there. Uh, ba ba ba. There we go. Works out. Okay, here, I just move it up one. Fix that problem. I don't even have to think about it now. So this one goes down. I don't remember. Just look here again. Come on, I've made this so many times. No, it doesn't go down. This one goes up. You would think I would like remember by now, but no, I don't. No, this one has to go up one more. Okay. Here, turn the RTX on. Man, I'm supposed to make it look pretty. Everyone wants to see the RTX prettiness. Except RTX prettiness is hard to like see what's going on. Okay. No, it's supposed to up. Yeah, here we go. Kill you. Get rid of you. Ta-da. There. I solved the problem. Just move the whole thing up one. Okay, and then it's not gonna. I don't have to worry about any power here. It's not gonna mess with it. So this one gets to compare to reading the contents of this dropper. And then when this dropper, it's on. And it's on. It's off. Or I mean, it's on. It's off. Whatever. It's working. Okay. So this one puts out the signal. The signal. Into the block, which goes here. There we go. That's what I want to do. And this will flip the switch on the swatch. Okay. Ta-da! Is that even a company anymore? Do they make those anymore? Like, I don't even know. I'm not really like a fashion person. So yeah, I was talking about uh I was talking about the down the internal contradictions in the merchants. So we're going back to like I don't know what time this is, like 1000 BC Greece, 700 BC Greece. I don't know. I'm not really entirely sure. but but checking on here. Wait, it's hard for me to switch gears. Am I playing Minecraft or am I gonna talk about that thing? If I play Minecraft, I have to like stop talking in order to fix this. I need repeaters. I can't do both. Like it started hurting my head. I was like, oh. I can't handle it. But yeah, here's the idea. Instead of having it all up above, have it just underneath. It's way more compact. It's super compact when it's under here. Now, it's easy to do the switch. Like that. And then I just go to where I want the switch at. If it's over here. So I want the switch right here, right? And I can have these like on the ground floor. It doesn't have to be like up there. Why? That's funny. Well, I kind of like I need to see where I'm going. I don't want like this big thing in my face. Right? In the air, it's not in your face so much. This is no good. Let's get rid of this whole thing. No good. You're no good to me. Okay. We got a signal coming down here. I'm gonna have signals coming off these three ways too. Oh yeah, we're gonna have signals coming off these three ways. So there's like a total of 4 signals coming out. But these are coming in. This is going in, and that's going out. Okay. So this is going to be a target block. And I want the target block to be like not off to the side, but like right in front of me, I guess up in the air. I would need glass blocks. Target block right there. But then where does the redstone go? Let's see. I need a target block so I can do this. Target block. Gotta look for it. See what I mean? I can't play Minecraft and talk about my cool stuff. It has to do with Elon Musk. I'm telling you, it's all tied together. Everything's tied together, man. I'm like, that's like the overarching thing in my thing. It's like it's all connected, like a big nebula. So if you deal with one thing, you're also dealing with other things, and that's how you can't just deal with one thing and ignore other things because they're all connected. You can't ignore parts; they're all connected. And but then you start seeing like a pattern, like that's like turfs. Turfs are messed up, dude. Turfs are dumb. Turfs are just as bad as Nazis. They have a rigid um frame of what they think gender is, and they force others to adhere to it. That's bullshit. That's BS. You can't do that. You can't force other people to only see the colors you see. Can't do it. I mean, you can with violence, and that's the thing we're trying to get away, because it's done so much harm to expression, human expression. Where would we be had we not murdered our society? Not us, not we, but like in general, right? Our society, like the heteronormative society. Where would we be if the heteronormative society hadn't like destroyed uh those expressions it found that that didn't harm it, but still it might have, I guess, harmed it if it was concerned about like maintaining absolute control. But Hmm. Okay. First, these are two separate problems. This is the signal going out to flip the yeah, it's two separate problems. This is a signal going out to flip the colors. This is a signal coming in to tell it to flip the colors and do this at the same time. So this is coming in from a repeater. Well, I mean, no, target block. Right, so go like that. Put a little bit of redstone on top, just a little bit, and then a brick right there to carry the signal. Actually, can I put a solid block up there? Terracotta. Terracotta. Would that like light it up? Here, let me shoot it. Oh, no, I can't tell. Does, then that will flicker off. Oh, it does. Ah, 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 ah. Okay, so hmm. Oh. Hmm. I have an idea. I mean, it's kind of weird. I don't know. I don't like it's impractical, which is kind of why I like it. So, what if you like okay, so that's going to do a sticky I need like honey blocks, honey. Let's see. Da 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 da. Get rid of the comparator. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think 8 is the max. Yeah, I can push 8. So I put one more there. It's not going to work. That'd be 9. Oh, maybe it's 12. I don't remember. Is it 12? Is it 12? Oh, it might be 12. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, no. Is that really the way it's going to work? Damn. Oh, but the signal's over here. It doesn't have to go so far. And it would trip up over other things. It doesn't need to go so far. See, there's the problem. Now the signal needs to come back up. All right, I mean, like, now I need to send the signal down. What is this nonsense? If I would have built that contraption up here, I could have had it touch the what's it called? The dropper. Touch the dropper. Just touch it. Touch the dropper. See, like this. That one shoot up, right? That one shoots up. There we go. That one shoots that way. This one shoots back into it. No. And then hopper. Comparator. Oh, I need a comparator. A comparator. Okay, let's see if this works. All right, it's off. No, it's on. That's why it's lit up. So no, you can't just touch it with a redstone blocks. Don't power it. That's weird. So it would have to be a little bit different. Just a little bit different. Yeah, there's no point then touching up there. The point would be to send a signal back down. But well, it would have to. It's just too far. The signal is over here. It's over here, man. I see how to do it. Okay, I got it. I think. Okay, and then it needs to go down. So this is gonna go da-dunk dunk. Where does it need to touch? If it touches here, will it work? Yes. I don't need to do that. Okay, so let's see. Torch. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, it's turned on. It's turned on. It's turned on. It's not working. Did I build it wrong? Yeah, I did. Okay. Try again. Still on. Yeah, because it's not so. It's off. Still off. No, this isn't working. Just admit it. It's not working. Oh, look at what you did too. You messed up your track. So you can't have honey blocks so close. Oh, and this is a lot harder than I thought. This one, because otherwise, my other thing is that it's gonna just be like ugly. It's gonna be huge. Like there's got to be a way to compact this down. Like look at this circuitry. Like it's just ugly. It's a mess. Like what is that? What? And I see it's because there's two separate lines trying to send two separate signals. Oh, jeez. Hmm. Difficult. I mean, I can have it just go down here, straight down, instead of like, what am I doing this straight across crazy stuff? Just have it go down. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? What are you even thinking? Let's see. So will it power through a block? And have a piston next to it. Will it power the piston, or do I need to put redstone on it? Nope, redstone on it. Not even redstone. Oh, all the way across. Yeah, but what if you like get the corner? Oh yeah, it still makes it. Okay, there. This guy wants a signal so bad. Fine. Funny. We don't need no comparators. Okay, so that's gonna go down, touch this thing here. I think it puts out a full 15 strength signal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So plenty. Let's see. Is it flipping this thing though? I mean, how many? That's what I need. I mean, I can't tell. Hey, if you're lighting up this, I can take a torch off this guy. Hey, that's an easy way of doing it. I can have that part be underground, and I have this part be overground. Wait, I mean, I might be ahead of myself because like I still have to make this doohickey on each side. I mean, you don't even need a solid block there. You can just use glass block because the block isn't the powering thing; it's the redstone on top of it. Yep. Ah, ha, ha. I can see glass there. Is it flipping it though? Okay. Torch on. Torch off. Torch on. Torch off. All right. So that one's working. Now it's just a matter of sending a signal up to the lights. Wah, wah, wah. Okay. The track switches. I mean, like, why not? It's already there. So how am I going to do the lights? How to do the lights? None of these solutions really like make me happy. Can I use like observers somehow? No, because how would that like? That's not the problem. I mean, like, how would you use observers to send a signal, like wireless signal? You can't. I mean, I could use no, not even shulkers or whatever, vibration dudes. I'm flustered because this is just gonna get in the way of the lights. I mean, it's already there. I just need the track switch. That's funny. I can shoot the track switch here and it'll change it. Over here. Ah! That's funny. But I can't do it here because how do I send the signal from here to over there? And the way I did it before was on the side. Like I shot it like underneath, and this was higher up. I just had the lights higher. Otherwise, it won't fit. Look, it won't fit. It won't fit. Where am I gonna put it? How do I get a signal back? Can't put it there. It's gonna interfere with this stuff. put it in front with glass like this other thing, but now it's in front of all this stuff, so you can't really see it. Okay, it'll make it. Here. I mean, it kind of works. Oh, like it does work. It does. I mean, it looks ugly. Look at that. It just looks ugly, but it works. I have to invert this the other way. Okay. I'll send you straight. Yep. Hey, if it works, it's not ugly. I mean, it's still ugly, but it works. So what do you want me to say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How did I? Oh, so this was like. Let's see. Just. I don't know which is which. Wait, so right now it's going to the right. That one, I would say that one's red. This will be green. Okay. So then I need lights. Redstone lamps. I need a solid block. Okay, so which side is this? Red means it's gonna go right. Yes, that's how I want it. Okay. Don't miss. You you can't even hardly see you can hardly see it. That's funny. You can hardly see the target at night. All right, I got one more side to do, and it has to be different because this one's a different deal here. This one is. You know what? I don't need to see this. Like, what I need is a night vision potion. That's what I need. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. I go a little bit further, I can use this cave, but it's a little bit kind of far. But it's a cave already built. Well, let's see, what's my idea? Because it's a little bit different being in the cave. Red. This one's green. Ha 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 ha. Like, man, the target's got to be like, stay on target. It's got, how are we gonna do this one? Gotta send a signal down that way. Where is this? 62 minus 62. No idea where I am. There I am. Hey, hey, hey. All right. Okay. I can send a signal that way. And that's all I have to do. All you have to do is send a signal that way. So here, that's easy. Target block. Target. You know what? There's like no room in here. It's kind of scary. Talk about like make a quick decision. You're like, which way you gonna go? I don't know. Quick, pick a side pretty quick. I can't even put it like. I don't know. All right, shoot that guy. mean, it's right there. Either shoot it or don't, you know, and you gotta see which way you're gonna go. Shoot it or not, it's gonna happen. Powered through there, yep. Powered through a block. Not both sides are gonna get powered. Oh. That we have to let's see. I don't know, what are we gonna do? Well, this guy is gonna send a signal down to here, which is gonna go all the way over here. Doesn't reach, but like, yeah, just for reference. Oh, there we go. Here. Let's see. I put. Oh wait, can I put glass? If I put. Has to be a repeater. Oh, I wonder if that works. Repeater. It's like glass. That's funny. I mean, it works. Not funny if it works. Two, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Start. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then send a signal back. Peter. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So one guy has to get powered and the other guy has to get unpowered. Like, how can I do that? I know they're both lit. So wait, something's. Yeah, one has to be lit and the other has to be not lit. So how do I invert this? All right. That was all right. What are you doing? Hear that? You have to invert it. Oh no. Get out of here, skeleton. You're ruining my time. Not supposed to be here, skeleton. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Into a solid block. Sure, into a solid block. Invert the signal. Here, if I'm going to invert it, I can. No! Shorted it out. I did it wrong. It's supposed to be like this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12. What's the deal here? Let me see. They're both off. What should be on? And what? Okay, so that one's on. Yeah, okay, good. That's what I need. No. What's the problem? I can't see. You're lit. What does that do? Okay, so can I switch it? Is it possible to switch? Okay, so it's possible to switch. So that means I go straight? No, I turn left. I want it to be the opposite. Yes. Let's go straight. Yes. Yes. I have added another. I think that's it, right? Let me see. That's this one. That's that one. And that's that one. So I think that works. Minecart. Here, let's go like this. No. Da da da. And this night vision potion. Okay, so I think to go that one is this way. Water. Oh, no, this isn't it. I went this way before. This is not the right way. This is not the right way. Hey, come back here. All right. Which one is it? Ah, spooky. Spooky in the dark. This is a good test. I want to see if this works out. So far, so good. All right. Oh no. But yeah, hey. All right, so I'm getting there closer. There we go. Yeah, like it would have worked. It would have worked. Okay. So for the final test, I'm gonna do like just a right around. And then we're gonna see how that looks on the stream. All right. So yeah, the ancient Greeks, right? They had merchants, and the merchants were great because, unlike the aristocracy, who were kind of stuck in their traditions, they weren't able to really adapt to new forms. They weren't able to recognize new methods of doing things. They always repeated the same old fashions that they did before. Not the fashions, the same old techniques they used before. So they couldn't innovate to new challenges, and they couldn't meet new challenges. Moreover, like by the same virtue that gave nobility a whole bunch of stuff. Let me let you do. There's a cat here. The same virtue that let the that the nobility that gave the nobilities like they're basically just like for free. They got to rule for free. Like they didn't really get challenged. They didn't really do anything. It was just kind of handed to them. So that meant that a lot of times, or not a lot of times, but sometimes you got people who were not fit to rule, but they had power anyways, which meant real terrible things for everyone below them because there was no way to get rid of an incompetent ruler. There was no good way of doing it without violence because there's no mechanism for the transfer of power. So so for so the aristocracy became rigid and incompetent and unable to adapt to new challenges and unable to accept novel innovations and adapt or address them. They couldn't even see it. They'd say, oh, that's beneath us. We wouldn't even look at it. So in that way, sure, the merchant class was better than the aristocracy. No problem, right? But if you take that one to its extreme, then you would start to have issues. So for the for the merchants, sure, it was great to have novel ways of doing things, and it was great to be able to like get around old-fashioned ideas, but a lot of times old-fashioned ideas stuck around for a reason, because they were good ideas. They had some sound wisdom to them. They spoke to a truth that transcends time. So like you shouldn't just wholesale disregard the old fashions, the old ways. A lot of times they were kept up for reasons. And the idea of standards is one of them. Like, for the aristocracy, it was good to have standards that they didn't always keep for themselves, but nevertheless, they paid lip service to. But for the merchants, they cared nothing for standards. The only standard for the merchants was, did it make them money? That's all they cared about. That was their only standard. So as they moved into they displaced the oligarchy and became the ruling class, the merchants. Like, sure, the art of that time morphed with them, and then you start moving between the various poets and whatever, and the art starts to reflect, and the poems start to reflect the changes of society. But the merchant class has its blind spots, its own internal contradictions. Without standards, you have nothing to guide your behavior. If money is the only thing that guides your behavior, then you're stumbling blind. Then you're only looking at one dimension. And this was played out like in the history of the Greeks, because around 600 AD or BC, the merchants got real hungry. There was a war between Athens and Sparta, and they fought each other to a standstill. But after that standstill, the merchants in Athens got hungry, got greedy, and they wanted more and more wealth. So they hatched a plan to invade another city-state far, far, far away in Sicily, called Syracuse. They said, hey guys, if we send our awesome navy over to Syracuse, we can easily conquer them and take all their stuff and feed our empire and have lots of money. And they had a really good ruler by the name of Pericles, who was telling them, no guys, that's a bad idea. It's a bad idea to go so far to start a war with another group when we have our own enemy like right out our door. Like, why would you want to go do that? That's just a bad idea. But Pericles was overruled because someone mysteriously laid sabotage to the sacred institutions of Athens. There is these spirits. There's these spirits called muses in ancient Greece, and they're like the children of gods, and they're the ones that inspire the poets and the artists to do their artwork. That's why they're considered children of gods, because they inspire creativity out of humans. Wait, why did I start talking about that? Athens. The muses. Oh yeah, the muses. So they were really important to like the religion and stuff. And no, don't turn. Oh, I'm gonna turn. All right. And they were really important to religions. And so someone somewhere had desecrated in the night, had come by and like vandalized and knocked over and destroyed and desecrated the statues dedicated to the muses. And that that infuriated, and they pinned it on the people in Syracuse. Right? Like how stupid is that? But yeah, somebody vandalized the statues of the muses in Athens, and they pinned it on Syracuse, and so the public pressure pushed the city of Athens into war with a totally unrelated city-state, Syracuse. Totally unrelated, like no issues whatsoever. All they were was just greedy jerks that wanted to steal their stuff. So yeah, that's what happened. The Athenians, overruled Pericles, spent a bunch of money to make a bunch of ships and get a bunch of soldiers, and then sent, like, right after they just had a war with Sparta, and they're in a ceasefire. Right after the ceasefire, they decided to do this. and they get over to Syracuse and start the war with Syracuse. But the problem is Syracuse, they're really good at fighting wars. They're not dumb. They're pretty good. So what happens is Athens loses her whole navy fighting Syracuse. It's awful. She loses like almost all of her army fighting Syracuse. They try to like do a blockade, and the blockade fails. They try to land, and then they build walls. They were playing like Tron, like ancient version of Tron. They're literally trying to build walls around each other to starve each other out. And the Athenians lost. They got cut off from the food, from the water, from the ships. They had nothing. They were bumming. And it was so bad that the Syracusians, they had like one little stream that was like open. And the Athenians knew that if they went to that stream, they're going to get killed. Because the Syracuse soldiers were all around waiting for them. But they were like so desperate for water, so dying of thirst, they didn't care. They just ran to the water and started drinking the water. And the soldiers came down and was killing them, but they didn't care. They were so thirsty for water. They were just drinking, and then try to fight, but like so weak from thirst that they're like not really possible. So Athens lost her whole army, not her whole army, but like a bunch of her army, her whole navy, and a bunch of money. And they were like, oh my gosh, what a disaster. And like 3 years later, Sparta didn't do that. Sparta didn't go off somewhere and like attack some random neighbor. Sparta just hung out and got ready. And 3 years later, Sparta's like, okay, we're ready again. Are you ready, Athens? Let's get to work. So again, for another like five years, Athens and Sparta would fight again until Athens finally lost to Sparta. So then, sure, yeah, right. Sparta was like king for like over that area for a little while, but then Persia came by and like knocked out everybody. Oh, damn it. I don't want to go back in there. I have to break that minecart. Oh, here, just ride the minecart. Switch? Did it switch? No. Why didn't you switch? Why aren't you switching, dude? You're supposed to switch. It's not switching. Why aren't you switching? Not switching. switching and see. That one is lit. Still lit. Oh wait, where's the dropper? What happened here? Okay, here we go. I don't know what happened. Let's see. And now it's green. Did everything change? Yes. All right, now it should work. Go straight. Yay, 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 yay. Okay. Yeah. So there's a danger. There's always a balance and there's a danger. And that's the thing. I can tell you the story because I read this from Werner Jaeger. And Werner Jaeger, like, that's the thing. It didn't happen that easy and that nice and clean in real life. Like, Werner Jaeger had to research all these parts and, like, string them together in the correct way in order to make it look clear. So you can see the balances happening. I don't know. That book really, like, influenced me a lot, I think. Yeah, and I want to help my fellow human beings thrive. And I see all these issues going on, and they all seem pretty obvious to me and to a lot of other people too. So we're all on the same wavelength. I think we can do it, but I think our major problem is energy. If we can figure out how to deal with energy, we can survive. We can survive the coming big ass change that's happening. Like, it was written in a freaking book. I don't know. No, it wasn't written in a book. They didn't know this was gonna happen. Climate change, like, it's gonna utterly wreck things. Like, right now, Europe is really, really, really warm for the winter time, which is great if it lasts the whole winter, because that means Russia is put in a bad position. Russia wanted Europe to freeze in order to hopefully get Russia or Europe to give up its support for Ukraine. But it's been really, really warm in Russia lately, and it's been cold here in the U.S. Unseasonably cold. So who knows? Anyways, I'm going on this trip to see how well this works. Like, if it makes a significantly better experience for my viewers to lower the bit rate just a little bit. Not quite to 720, because that's awful. Oh my gosh, did you see 720? It's terrible. Can't handle it. But this is like another. It's divisible by 8, so it's permissible. It's permissible, divisible by 8. It has to do with a codex or something. I don't know. I didn't understand it. But all in the name of art. I mean, it's kind of like proof of concept. I mean, the island's so pretty empty. I would need, like, other people to join me and, like, build stuff. But I don't want to do it. I'd rather do it, like, on a survival server, not on this. It'd be cool if the Mojang team would also work on the RTX, because I think that's a big selling point. A huge selling point. Chucking along. Old village breeder. The war in Ukraine, the Russian invasion, Russia just had to withdraw from that city. So that's great. That major capital, the regional capital. So that's good. I hope Ukraine can advance over the wintertime because they'll have better gear than the Russians. Let's see if we can stop here. Ha. It worked out. Oh no. What am I doing here? It's supposed to be on this side. I have to make this come out more, I guess. Oh, look at the concrete. That looks good. It looks good, the reflection. All right. Yeah, justice. Like, people had to think about justice and like come up with that idea. It wasn't always there. They had to understand what it was and then permeate it throughout society so that everyone understood what justice meant. You're not born with the knowing of what justice is. You can feel it, but if you don't have the words to describe it, then like you can't articulate it. And you can't communicate with other people. Justice is important. So yeah, I think we did a pretty good job in stopping fascism. Like, I know I was pretty like harsh this morning, maybe not sufficiently like, I don't know, thankful like that we staved off fascism, but we haven't really yet. We haven't totally yet. Not until like if the House falls to if the House goes to the Republicans, they're going to impeach Biden. The only problem I think they'll have is that they might not have enough people to join them. They need, like, when it's so close like that, sometimes things happen. And it doesn't work out the way you think it's going to work out. Like with when McCain saved Obamacare inexplicably, he saved Obamacare, and Mitch McConnell thought he had everything all hooked up, and McCain did the famous thumbs down to save Obamacare, and then in karmic revenge, Sinema used her thumbs down. She used her thumbs down to stop minimum wage from being raised to $15 an hour. Sinema is like terrible. It's unfortunate the Democrats couldn't have gotten 2 senators to override both Manchin and Sinema, but I'm happy to get rid of one of them. Yeah. So, expenditures, money tends to flow upwards. Money tends to flow upwards. The rich tend to get richer. So, knowing that the rich tend to get richer, we have to intercept that money. Progressive taxation. Saying the richer you are, the more taxes you pay. You redirect that concentrated wealth to social programs. You socialize the wealth, healthcare, public works, education. You give direct cash payments, welfare, UBI, and you feed it right back into the bottom. It's like organic farming. You feed the soil, not the plant. Oh boy, that was fun, wasn't it? That was, oh boy. Let's see if we can fix this. This is disgusting. We need to fix this. This is like, this distribution of wealth can't sustain. It's too much. Like, we gotta chop that down and stick that back down here. Like, anyways, I think this is a good test of my encoding system. And I will stop now because that's like an hour and a half. Cool. And I will check it out. I'll review. Thanks for hanging out on my test, and I'll see you next time. Pogo Kiddo out. Peace. Okay, stop.